My name is Stephan Drolet. I'm the Superintendent, Operation Officer, and Assistant to the Officer in charge of Burnaby Detachment. So I've got 20 years service with the RCMP, and this is my 4th time in Burnaby. I spent about 15 years of my service on and off in Burnaby. I started 20 years ago in North Burnaby, right out of depot, as Burnaby was my first posting. So it's quite a it's like a return home for me, coming back to Burnaby the 4th time, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm excited about it. So.
Well, that's great. So what is your main responsibility?
Right now I'm the operation officer and assistant to the officer in charge of the detachment. So I've got 3 business lines, 3 different distinct business lines that are reporting to me. One of which is operation, which is first response, so the general duty uniform members that we send on the road, plus the traffic services. So these are our uniformed folks that go in and out every day to respond to call for service and to do traffic enforcement. I also have the investigative services members, so our drug section, serious crimes, strike force, all those, the fraud, the high risk offender unit, and I think that's pretty much it. That are basically, these are the detectives that are there to support our front first response member with investigation, and they all have their sphere of expertise that are unique to their mandate. So these guys are not so much they're not so much on the road, or they're not as visible as our operation, but they're a vital part of our operation. And then I have the community program services. That these are the ones that are our community, the face of our community program, and a municipal employee and a volunteer working to serve the citizens of Burnaby. So these are the 3 distinct business lines that are reporting to me, and then I report directly to the officer in charge.
Okay. What are some of the challenges at the Burnaby detachment you'd like to address as the new operations officer?
I want to keep. We've been trending down for the crime stats in Burnaby. The team that is in place has been doing great in crime reduction. So I want to keep on going on that trending down. So, and that's one thing that I'm going to be focusing on with the ComStat, and making sure that we address the issues or the crime blip as they go up, as they come up, so that we don't have to. We're right on top of it, so that we can address that. And aside from that, it's the increasing workload that we got with officer. Obviously, with austerity measure, or we have to be more efficient in what we do, and our demands on policing are increasing. So we have to make sure we're efficient in everything we do. Just for example, if you look about the caseload, like 20 years ago when I first came to Burnaby, we could spend maybe 2 hours, 3 hours on a certain case, and now it could be up to 8, 9, 10 hours. So the demand on the police officer for court and to make sure that we get full disclosure are more demanding, if you will, than they were 20 years ago. So we have to account for that, and we have to make sure that we still have time to do the rest of it too, the patrolling and all the preventive measures. So that's a big challenge, to make sure we balance all of that. So aside from that, it's like everything, making sure that every dollar we spend is spent efficiently, serving the citizens of Burnaby. So that's basically what this challenge is going to be.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much for seeing us, and good luck on your new posting.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.